Okay, we're good to go? Yeah or no? Yeah, okay. I don't know if I'm waiting on somebody or something. So, hello, welcome. I've got to say this is my third time here, so I'm glad to be back. It's nice. It's the first time it's snowy, and the first time it's really cold, so I just thought, this part of the world is just sunny all the time. Maybe it's not. I've got half an hour and I'm going to talk to you about big projects and small projects and what do Microsoft have in their tool set that allow you to manage things. Again, we've heard about innovation, we've heard about some of the future. What have I got today to help me as a project manager, or if we don't have project managers in our organisation, we have Scrum Masters, or we just have people that do things. What are the tools that I can utilise? So just to cover off who am I won't get to you guys to introduce yourselves because we haven't got that long. So I'll introduce myself. My name's Ben Howard. I effectively have been working with Microsoft Project and Project Server, which is a forerunner to Project Online, since Microsoft bought it, which was back in 2002. So that's about 15 years that I've been earning a living out of Microsoft Project and Project Online. And for the last 10 years, I've effectively been independent, so my job is to go out and speak to organisations and help them implement projects online and do all the training and organisational structure and change around that as well. Okay, the slides will be available on my blog later on, so that's available there. I guess Lexi will also send them out to everybody. So that's good and bad. The good news is you can get the slides, the bad news is there's only 4 slides. Okay, so you really need to pay attention. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to do this slide. So I look at the Office 365 tools that we've got today and just try and position them for you so that you can understand what you might use in different scenarios. I'm not here to tell you exactly what to use, I'm here to tell you this is what's available today, and there'll be other tools available as well which you want to use. I don't do Excel, but everyone uses Excel for project management. Yeah, but I don't think it's a good tool for producing a Gantt chart. I think it's a useful tool for doing financial analysis. Okay, so I'm very keen on using the right tool for the right job. So what have we got? The first one in our list, and I'm going to demo all of these anyway, is To Do. So who uses Microsoft To Do? So, a couple of Microsoft people for sure. Who uses Wunderlist? Does anybody use Wunderlist? Okay, so Microsoft bought Wunderlist and they turned it into To Do. Okay, so there's a little bit in there. I'm a bit of a Wunderlist fan, I'm a bit of a To Do fan as well. But To Do is all about my personal tasks. Okay, so it's all about what do I need to do today, tomorrow, and I can put those tasks in different buckets. That's available as part of Office 365. And I look at that as just very much it's about me. The next piece on the roadmap, if you like, would be Planner, or at least in my world it's Planner. So I came here last year and I spoke about Office Planner, because that's what it was called last year. This year marketing slightly changed, the product's evolved a lot, it's got a lot of new features, and that's Planner. So Planner is again a task management tool. So there's no schedule management in there, I just choose what tasks I see. Peter showed it earlier. It's very collaborative, it's very drag and drop. It's got a nice modern interface, it's only available on the web, there's no client for Planner. But it is a tool that's used by kind of a team tool, if you like. So hence the reason I put that little icon there, so that denotes that this is going to be used by a team. Okay, so that's Planner. Anybody use Planner? You. That's good. This lady down here uses everything. I can tell. So good to use everything. Okay. From Planner then, Microsoft have another tool. We don't always make this easy, called Teams. Anybody using Teams? Again, yeah, okay. It's good that we're getting slowly more people using this stuff as we move along. So Teams is a solution that is about collaboration more than anything else. It's not about task management. So it's about sharing files. It's about creating chats. It's about having different channels within a team. So teams is really not so much about task management, but it's just that whole collaborative area that is really, really, really important in projects or managing projects. The nice thing about teams, of course, is that I can include a planner plan in my team, but I can also link to many other applications. Okay, so I don't necessarily just link to Planner, I can link to Jira, I can link to Salesforce. I've got lots of other applications that I can link to my teams. So we'll have a look at that as well. Moving on then from teams, we move to our traditional project management plan for schedule management, and that's Microsoft Project. So again, if I have a copy of Microsoft Project on my desktop, I'm the only person really using that. Okay? It's not a collaborative tool, it's for me to produce a Gantt chart. And yes, we've got all the Agile and other things in there that, again, you've seen, we've had questions on how it all works. But Microsoft Project is not necessarily about task management, it's about schedule management. So project allows me to begin to say, these two tasks are related to each other. If this task moves out, then this other task should move out. So I'm really about creating and managing a schedule. And if I'm able to do that, and I assign resources to that schedule, then I can get resource management, good resource management as well. So again, it's a personal tool, and as we move on from that and expand that out, then we come to Project Online, Project Server. So that's effectively Project Server up in the cloud. Everybody can publish their plans, Project Server, and then I can get resource management across the organisation. So those are the things I'm going to concentrate on. I missed out Visual Studio because as a project manager you wouldn't necessarily use that for development. It's there to track development items, and it's not part of Office 365. Okay, so as I look at this, I'm going to group these. The first three I'm going to look at and really group as task management tools. And this isn't a criticism at all, but they tend to be used where the organisation has a lower level of what I call project and portfolio management maturity. So we're on about managing tasks. These others are more schedule management tools. So Microsoft Project and Project Online, I'm really thinking about how do I manage the schedule? When is this going to be delivered? And of course, as you saw from Peter's talk, you might have a physical object such as a phone where you're delivering something physical, you've got to get it to market within the next 6 months, and you'll constantly have software evolution for that phone, so that's just running that agile way. So it's not one or the other. I'm not saying you must use this tool and not the other tool. The point is, choose the tools that allow your organisation to be, if you like, fast-moving and fast-paced, the tools that allow you to achieve your business. So that's slide 2 of 4. The next slide is just this one, which says demo. So let's do the interesting stuff. Okay, so we'll minimise out that. We'll go to Office. So hopefully I'll be able to work on the top end of the screen. If not, we'll just zoom in so you can see what's happening here. So this is just a standard Office 365 instance or account, if you like. And if we have a look through the apps, you'll be all familiar with this. Who here has not got Office 365? Okay, so a few. Okay, that's fine. But this is what you get for Office 365. So I'm going to go and have a look at all of my apps. In fact, I didn't want to explore those. I want this widget up here, which has disappeared. Okay. That's the one. If you don't do a lot of presenting, you work on one size screen, and then you come in and you plug in a VGA cable and the screen shrinks, and you start to look for different icons on different places. That's what just happened to me. So this icon, the waffle, is all the way over here. So I click on the waffle here. This gives me a list of my apps, and the first one we'll look at if we scroll down is To Do. Okay, so there's a few apps in here, some of which are all going to be useful for managing plans and tasks. So we've got tasks, that's the Outlook tasks functionality. Okay. To Do is a little more sexy, if you like, it has a few more features. So we'll click on to do. It opens this screen and it thinks about a new user over here, which I'm not. So we'll just click to get started. So I've got some lists down here. So the idea about to do is we have a set of lists. If you like those lists, you can think of them as buckets and items. So we could go and I've got a couple of lists here. So I've got one called Fluorocide, which is what the first guys called CGFL, one called Ukraine PG. So we could go and then, if we wanted, I could have a look at the list items in there that I need to do. So if we've got another one we've got adequate to do, present. And we can just start to type in on there, and then we can go and have a look at the list options or add some other things into this present piece. And it's pretty simple. Once I've done something and I've done my presentation, we just check it off, and as we go through, we can do all of these. Check it down, etc. So it's a great way of just deciding what you need to do. You can go and add in times to do things and say, well, they must be completed by. It really is just a checklist. With all of the tools I'm going to show you, if we do this and just zoom to the bottom, they all have a mobile app. So you can see down here, you can grab Planner, you can grab Teams, all of those things you can put on your mobile phone, etc. So again, very useful just for collaborating around. Okay, so that's to do. The next stage for to do would be Planner. So let's go and have a look at all apps in here as well. So you've seen Planner a few times. Planner's probably the one which people are fairly familiar with. I've opened up Planner here. Again, I've got a couple of plans that we're working on. One's called Fluorocide, one's called the New Business Strategy. So again, straight in here, I get a view of what's important to me. These are my favourite plans. We've got other plans coming down, or they're further at the bottom here. So these are marketing tasks. If I go into the Review Business Strategy, then we can see, again, we can begin to group and bucket up these tasks. So I created some buckets for the functional areas. But these tasks need to be done. So I've got a marketing bucket, I've got a legal bucket, I've got a finance bucket. Finance with a photo of Pierre in the snow. I'm not sure why, but it seemed appropriate for today. I've got some CEO stuff. And if I need a new task in here, again, it's a question of just going in and typing in the task there. So yeah, CEO approval. We can go and set a due date on that sort of thing. We can open up the task, put various assignments on that, put various attributes on that task, including who might be doing the work in our team. So this becomes collaborative. So this is me, this is my wife. Okay, so in my relationship, I like to get my wife to do most of the work. Okay, so that goes down to 50% of the audience very well, and the other, all the women now hate me. Okay, but what will happen is that she'll say, no, then you need to do that instead. So we'll go and assign that to Ben, and we'll take it away from my wife doing that. Okay, so I now have that task to go and get CEO approval. I can assign my tasks to other people. They can come in and mark them as being complete as well. Okay, so this is built on the technology around Office Groups. Again, it's available on the mobile app. Now, we've got a great opportunity within the Planner really just to collaborate within the organisation. Okay, so I can group those by buckets as we've seen. We might choose to group them by progress, so we've got some tasks that haven't yet started. If I decide that I'm going to start that one, we can just drag it across once that's in progress, and then of course I've actually got CEO approved. I can either drag it to be completed, or I can just come in here and mark it as completed, and it moves across anyway. So Planner really, I like Planner in many respects. It has a new interface, it's drag and drop, it's great if you've got a device where you can swipe and has a touch screen, it's great for mobile applications. It's a really good task management tool. Okay, I can put a lot of detail on tasks. It still doesn't do schedule management for me, it doesn't do resource management. It's a great task management tool. Okay. Still happy? Yeah, okay. Who's updating their Facebook status as we speak? No one? Okay, so here's what you need to do. Or get on Facebook and just say, I'm at the best conference ever in Ukraine, and this guy called Ben Harold is presenting. Okay, that will do me a load of good. Okay. This is actually a real, this looks like Teletubby land. This is actually a real photo from near where I live. It's just bizarre. It's an ice cream farm. And I'm always amazed when I live there. Okay, we're back next week. No, we don't have time to do it. So that's Planner. The next bit up from Planner was what? What was the next thing on my slide there? Teams, okay. And nicely, it's the next bit here on my tabs as well. So, my positioning for Teams is that it's a collaborative tool primarily. It's not about task management. Teams is about creating different teams. Let's go and create one as we go through. We'll just call this Create Project Conf. Team, plan or meeting or whatever. We can decide whether we're going to open it up for our organisation to join or just keep it private. We'll click on Next. We'll just go away and create a team, a collaborative team for people wherever they may be within the organisation. So they don't all have to sit around my desk. Once we've got a team, then we can create what are called different channels in the team. So for the Ukraine Project Conference, we might have some people and a sort of separate subset of work that look after organising the actual conference facilities. We might have another set that looks after the content. We might have somebody else who looks after the infrastructure, such as the Wi-Fi, the cameras, etc. So those would be different channels, and within a channel, then we just get a general channel here that I can go and add in other channels. I can then go and add in other applications. Okay, so an application as part of the team. So if we think this team might want to use Power BI, we could add in the Power BI app. But of course, if we think they want to use Planner, we can go and add in the Planner app. So teams are up here, and then I just plug in the different applications that I want. In this case, we'll create a new Planner plan. Click there, let's say, and that will go and create me a new Planner plan, and we can see we've got same interface in here. And if I switched over to Planner, because I own the plan, because I own this Ukraine project, I've got a Planner in here, I'd see that same Planner live in Planner, okay, and I'd see it on my phone as well. So Teams, if you like, is a great tool to collaborate in different areas. In a Planner plan, but there's no reason why I can't go and add some files to that, why I can't create a wiki, create conversations, send emails, create meeting requests. All of those things are now done through Teams. Okay, so this is definitely going to be a key component of many collaborative or many organisations' collaborative solutions going forward. Okay, Teams is just going to happen. It seems to be driven by Microsoft. So I'm happy with Teams, and I think it's a great tool. Okay, so again, those first three items that we looked at, to do, Planner and Teams, are really in some way about collaboration. They're about task management. They're not necessarily about schedule management. So the piece where I spend a lot of my time is in this tool, Microsoft Project. Who really loves Microsoft Project? That's better than I thought. Who really doesn't like it very much at all? Be honest. That's this lady in front again. You know, Project is a sophisticated tool. It's not like Excel. I can open up Excel. I can give Excel to my daughter, and I can say, go and create me a sum of all of these items, and she'll be able to do it. take her, she's the millennial generation, so she can do that fairly quickly. If I was to give a Microsoft project, I know what she'd do. She'd say, Dad, I can't use this. It's not intuitive. And it's true, it's not intuitive. Okay? I run 2-day project training courses just to get people to know how to use Microsoft Project. Okay? I don't run any training courses on Planner because that's just dead easy. Yeah? And so Project is more a sophisticated tool. It takes you some effort to begin to learn that. But honestly, if you went on a training course in, say, Project 2000, okay, which is where I got involved in Project, and you learn how to do scheduling, and you learn constraints, and you learned about dates and all of those things, those items are all still valid today. Okay? So once you put the effort into learning how to use Microsoft Project, then you reap that reward for many, many, many years. Okay, so what can we do in Project? Well, everything, ultimately. Let's just go and create some new tasks. So I'm going to create phase 1. I can't spell this morning. And then task 1, task 2. Milestone 1, phase 2. Okay. Now, if I manage to spell all of this without doing any mistakes, I'm expecting a big round of applause and a new Facebook update, okay? So that looks okay. Let's indent those. Let's indent those. Let's link those together. So I've forgotten how to link tasks automatically. There we go, link those together. And of course we could put in, I could do all of the agile stuff, but Peter did that before. So what do I have now? Well, in some respects I've still got buckets. I've still got phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Those are the sorts of things that I could have had in my planner plan. I could assign custom fields to these, so I could say this is part of the CEO's work, this is legal's work, etc. But this takes it a stage further. So all of the stuff that we did in planner was this. We had a task. What we didn't have was the duration. What we could have had was when it was due to start. There's no concept of duration in there, and there's no concept of this scheduling. Okay, in fact, I start this on Thursday, then this one's dependent, this happens on Friday, and then we don't work at the weekend because we all go to the park and play football, and then we come back to work on Monday and we do this. That's what Project gives me, that's what scheduling's about, so that if we decide this is a 2-day task, and this is actually a milestone and it's 0 days, apologies for that, so 0 days for that, 1 day for that, then my schedule begins to change, okay? Now that's not going to happen in Planner, okay? It's not going to happen to do, okay? That's what the value of the project is, okay? And this changing of the schedule, when I change that to 5 days, Excel doesn't do that for you either, so that's why you don't use Excel for this. Now I went to a customer once and he said, oh, I built that in Excel, right? And I said, oh, that's good. How long did that take? About 2 months. I said, well, why don't you just buy the product that does it properly? Oh, it's too expensive. Well, how much is 2 months of your time worth? You work it out. It's obviously cheaper to buy something. But that's then the schedule management. Now, if we have a look at some resources, because with good schedule management, we should be able to get some good resource management. And this is just going out to the internet and deciding to not respond. We can see that in my resource pool, I've got all of these different types of resources. So again, I've got Andre, myself, I've got some generic resources, designer, engineer. I can then add those to tasks. So we've got a couple of resources already on my project, Andrea, an architect. We can come in and obviously just say, I'm going to assign that to Andrea, and we get a work value in here as well. So I now have the concept that Andrea has some work to do on this task. Again, a concept that doesn't exist in Planner or To Do. We have no concept of work. Okay. But in Microsoft Project, we have a concept of work, so I can see how busy Andrea is. Yeah. So that's the difference, really, between schedule management in Microsoft Project and just task management in Planner. I don't think one's better than the other. I just think they have different roles in the world. Okay, so that's all well and good. A couple of other things on here worth pointing out. I have got the ability to link, as Peter pointed out again before, a task in a project plan into a planner plan. Okay, so I can do my detailed planning in Microsoft Planner, if you like, my task management, but I can keep my overall tracking of the project and is it on time in Microsoft Project. And the two aren't linked from an update, from a progress perspective. So that's all well and good. So that's Microsoft Project. There is no mobile client for Project. Okay, there is no Apple client for Project. It's just a Win32 or Win64 application runs on a Microsoft toolset or runs on the Microsoft Windows client. Okay, so that's Project. The final bit in the jigsaw was, or is, Project Online. So you've seen a couple of examples of this so far. This is my slightly customized, I changed the colors for my Project Online system. And what Project Online allows me to do is have a solution in the cloud where I can publish all of my projects to. So let's take this project, and if we like what's happening on that project, I can literally publish it up. I've got a shortcut here. We'll publish that into the cloud, and for those of you at the front, you'll see that it will start staying down here, saving project or synchronizing data. So it seems my internet connection is a little slower than ideal. But what happens is when we've made those changes and we've published them, then this, the relevant project up here, or in fact here it is, duct tape 10 meters, that will be updated with that information. So what Project Online allows me to do is take something that was just for me, which was a Microsoft project plan. I can then publish it, and organizationally we can see that project across the enterprise. And then the work which was assigned to Andrea Howard at 16 hours, she can then see that, and that comes into her timesheet and status saying she can do all of the things that Barbara's just shown us. But not only does she see it for this project, she sees it for all of the other projects that she's working on as well. And of course we can then do some reporting on that, the Power BI and various other reports. So let's just see if that's actually saved. That's just going through its publish. So at the moment at the bottom we can just see publish is 0% complete. So that's just effectively down to the internet connection we have. Okay, so Project Online is our enterprise top-end solution from Microsoft. Okay. So let's just do a very quick recap. Those are the 5 tools that I've come across and said, here's what's in the waffle, if you like, within the Office 365 application. Here's what you can get hold of. I don't think anybody should tell you what tool you should use. I think you and your own organizations know what you need to do and know where your aspirations are. Nobody uses a tool for fun, everybody uses a tool to achieve something. Okay? So you need to think, which of these tools is going to be the one which works for me where I am today? Where you might be in 6 months or 12 months' time might be something different. You might need a different set of collaboration options. Okay? But this is effectively what's free for, not free, but what's easy to use and what's available within Office 365. Okay, so hopefully that all made sense. This is the 4th slide, so I said the slides were pretty dull. I don't do a lot of slides, thankfully most people say. I think I've just about run out of time. It's time for me to say thank you. It's time for you to update your Facebook status and just say, just been to the best session ever. Honestly, you should check out this guy. But no, don't do that at all. I am around until lunchtime-ish, so if you've got any questions, come and grab me and I'd love to answer those.